After a 4-year gap, the central government on Monday announced the implementation of the contentious Citizenship Amendment Act. Now, the act that will expedite the process of citizenship by naturalization for undocumented non-Muslim migrants from Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan was met with sharp critique by the opposition. Now, the opposition called the government's move a ploy, accusing the government of resorting to deviation and publicity in an attempt to polarize the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. The AAP and Congress both called the move a diversion, questioning the timing of the notification, even calling it against the country. But let's also tell you, West Bengal Chief Minister and TMC Supremo Mamata Banerjee also called the move BJP's publicity ahead of polls, saying that it deprives people of their rights.
10 साल से मोदी जी सरकार चला रहे हैं। अब लोकसभा चुनाव आने के मात्र कुछ दिन पहले सीएए को कानून के तौर पे लाया जाता है। ये क्या दिखाता है? ये दिखाता है कि मोदी सरकार को पता है कि उन्होंने 10 साल में कोई काम नहीं किया। उन्हें पता है कि उनको चुनाव से पहले आज देश की जनता को कुछ कहने के लिए नहीं।
ठीक चुनाव के वक्त उन्होंने ये रूल्स की घोषणा की है। मकसद क्या है? पहला मकसद है ध्रुवीकरण। दूसरी बात, ये हेडलाइन मैनेजमेंट है। पिछले दिन आप देख रहे हैं, पहले इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड पर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्या निर्णय दिया। अभी एसबीआई को उन्होंने कहा, आज उनको समय सीमा दी है कि आज ही सब जानकारी इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड को आपको आपके वेबसाइट पर डालना चाहिए। ये तो बड़ा धक्का है ना मोदी सरकार को, बहुत बड़ा धक्का है। इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड, उन्होंने कहा ये गैर कानूनी है, गैर संविधान के खिलाफ है। तो इस हेडलाइन से बचने के लिए, इस हेडलाइन को दबाने के लिए इन्होंने सीएए की रूल्स की घोषणा की है।
They would have taken a decision earlier itself. Who said no? Now at the time of elections, where there will be a lot of communal issues may start. We don't want anything to start. We want a peaceful country. We want all sections of the society to be together. So this is not the right time.
The act had been passed in the parliament 4 years and 3 months before. Why this delay? The government, if the government has, they have some sincerity on this issue, they could have done this order 4 years before, 2, 3, 4 days before the election announcement, doing all this thing, only one agenda to diversify, to divert the entire attention of these current issues.
My colleague Pradeep Datta spoke with former top cop of Jammu and Kashmir Police, SP Ved. Now, he not only expressed his support, but also called out the opposition leaders over the double standards, calling it dirty appeasement politics. Listen in.
It's very unfortunate that very same leaders, they play appeasement politics and look at the conditions in Bengal today. These rules are not for Bengal only. These rules are for whole country. And Bengal, maybe on the border, has the scale of the problem is much more because of its border being with Bangladesh. Very same politician play appeasement politics. That's why they are crying foul about CAA rules.
You think that there's a hypocrisy and duplicity when it comes to Rohingyas, when it comes to Bangladeshi Muslims? They speak another language, but when it comes to the minorities who have been persecuted, we have seen how the girls are being abducted, made to marry a man twice, thrice their age. This has happened with the Sikh girls, this has happened with Hindu girls, even the Christian girls and the Jain girls. So how you see this duplicity of these people?
Hypocrisy at its height, and I think it's better people of the country understand what these it's a board bank politics which they are playing and appeasement politics which they are playing. I think country needed these rules very urgently.
Now, Centre's notification has not only caused upheaval among the opposition but will also set to echo in the top court. The Indian Union Muslim League is set to file an application in the matter as the case is pending in the Supreme Court. The Muslim League have called the act unconstitutional and are in violation of the Article 14 of the Constitution and also called it, discriminatory against Muslims. The IUML's application is set to seek a stay on the operation of the law, stating the rules of the Amendment Act have not been notified. Harish, my colleague, joins me for more. Harish, good morning. As far as this is concerned, legally speaking, if you could help us better understand where things stand right now and what next.
Yes, that's right. Hours after the centre has notified the CAA rules to fast-track a grant of citizenship to non-Muslim persecuted migrants from the countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh. The matter is likely to come before Supreme Court today. As per my sources, the Indian Union Muslim League, which represents a large section of Muslim community in India and the biggest party representing the Muslims, is expected to file an interlocutory application in their pending matter. Remember, when the CAA was passed in 2019, several petitions were filed challenging the constitutional validity of CAA. The Muslim League argues that at that point of time, when they had pressed for a stay from the Supreme Court, the centre had vehemently argued that rules have not been framed, it has not been notified, so there is no implementation in near future, so there is no requirement of a stay. But now the IUML says that now that the rules have been framed, CA has been notified, now we'll press for a stay, and that is why an interlocutory application will be filed today, and an attempt will be made to mention the matter before the Chief Justice at 10:30 to get an early listing also. In that application, the Muslim League also calls the CAA rules as unconstitutional, in fact discriminatory, illegal, arbitrary, so far as it singles out Muslims for grant of citizenship and only grants citizenship to Hindus, Buddhists, Sikhs, Jains, Parsis and Christians. The IUML also argues in the application...
Right, Harish, although you're getting us those important details and helping us better understand this, I'd have to interject you there, but we'll keep coming back to you to pick up more on that front. But let's also tell you about how, meanwhile, after the centre's official notification, security and police deployment have been amped up to avoid any sort of protest or disruption to day-to-day activities.
हम लोगों ने एहतियातन जो कदम हैं वो उठाए गए हैं, जिसके तहत हम लोग ड्रोन और अन्य जितने भी माध्यम हैं उनके माध्यम से नजर रख रहे हैं। जो सर्विलांस है उसके माध्यम से सोशल मीडिया पर नजर रखी जा रही है। साथ ही साथ आप देख रहे हैं कि फुट पेट्रोलिंग के माध्यम से आम जनता के बीच में पुलिस गश्त कर रही है ताकि जो फुट पेट्रोलिंग का उद्देश्य है उसे पूरा किया जाए।
Sabyasachi, my colleague, joins me for more input. Sabyasachi, good morning. Given the on-ground situation, could you show us around in terms of how security has also been amped up, considering we do know this is an attempt to ensure that no untoward incident occurs?
Well, absolutely. See, we are reporting live outside Jamia Islamia University here in the national capital, and you can see the rapid action forces deployed out here, and they are wearing the red gear at this particular time. And along with the rapid action force, the Delhi police is also on ground. And in few minutes, the rapid action force along with the Delhi police would carry out a march in Jamia as well. Now we had seen after the CA was implemented by the centre government yesterday, there was a small protest that took place here at Jamia Islamia University. Now the university administration clearly have told all the students that if any student is found to carry out protest inside the campus, then strict action would be taken against them. And in Shaheen Bagh as well, there has been heavy deployment of the Delhi police as well as the central forces. Now the Delhi police also is holding a parallel meeting with the Aman committee members, and the Delhi police is trying to make sure that the law and order situation is maintained on ground and no misconceptions surrounding the CA is spread across. See, the opposition leaders right from the implementation of the CA has been attacking the central government.